everybody, and welcome back to the Daily Dunk Shot, brought to you by Ray Brandt Infinity. I'm Jeff Duncan, columnist with the Times-Picayune and NOLA.com. Welcome back to the program. Once again, time for my fearless Friday football forecast, and I got back on the right side of the ledger last week. Had a good week, so I want to carry that momentum into this week, so let's get right into it. Big weekend of games, big Saturday of games in the SEC West. Three huge games without question. The best conference in college football, and without question the best division of a conference in college football, maybe in history. SEC West kicking it off early with the Mississippi State Texas A&M playing in Starkville. I like the Texas A&M Aggies going in there. I think Mississippi State's had a couple weeks after that big win against LSU, and I think they're going to marinate a little too much in the glow of that victory. And I like A&M and that high-powered offense of Kevin Sumlin to come in there and put up some points against State and sneak out of town with the victory. Okay, on down to another big game in the Magnolia State at Ole Miss, Oxford, Mississippi, hosting ESPN College Game Day for the first time ever. No, they've never been there on that campus for a little hotty-toddy action. Alabama coming to town, probably the biggest game in no question the biggest game in Hugh Freeze's coaching career. Maybe the biggest game ever at Ole Miss. #1 team in the country in the coaches poll coming in, and I like Alabama. They're 6-point favorites. They've owned Ole Miss over the years. Ole Miss, I think, is going to be a very competitive team this year. They're no fluke. They're going to put up some points on Alabama, but Alabama's winning this year with offense. They're rolling the ball on the ground. Lane Kiffin's done a really good job with their young quarterbacks, and they're going to put up some big-time points against Ole Miss. Ole Miss's defense just not getting it done early on this year, and I like Alabama in that game. I just think they're too good across the board. It'll be close early, but I think Alabama wears them down with that really physical running game and that big offensive line of theirs. Win that game in the fourth quarter, so give me Alabama minus the 6. LSU going to Auburn on the Plains to play at Jordan Hare Stadium. All eyes will be on Brandon Harris, the true freshman quarterback, and as my column that I'm working on right now for this weekend, by far the toughest assignment for any freshman quarterback in LSU history. An 18, 19-year-old kid going in to this kind of environment with this much on the line, coming off a first SEC loss a couple weeks ago. LSU has very little margin for error. They're 8-point underdogs in this game, and I like them to cover the spread. I don't think they'll win the game. It wouldn't surprise me if they won it, but I think they're going to play Auburn close. I think that defense was embarrassed the way they played earlier this year against Mississippi State. I think they're going to play a lot better. They're going to have to play better because Gus Malzahn is going to have a game plan for them, and that offense is very difficult. If they do not play disciplined, sound assignment football and defense, they're going to get embarrassed in this game because Auburn's offense is a machine when they're running it well. But I've got faith in John Chief Chavis. I think they're going to have a good game plan. Give me Auburn to win the game. Give me LSU to cover those 8 points. Okay, on to Sunday in the NFL. The Saints come back home after a very, very disappointing game against the Dallas Cowboys. They're smarting all week. They've been ready to get back on the football field. This is the perfect opponent for them, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. While they did have a somewhat miraculous comeback win against Pittsburgh on the road, they're not going to duplicate that 2 weeks in a row. Mike Glennon's the perfect kind of quarterback for the Saints defense to get right. They can get after him in the pocket. He's not very mobile. I think they're going to get. They're finally going to get off the schneid with the interceptions. Look for Jarris Byrd to get a pick early, and I think they roll over Tampa Bay minus those 10 points. Lay them, and the Saints go into the bye week at 2-3 and in a much better frame of mind than they were just about 7 days ago. Now there's 2 undefeated teams left in the NFL: the Arizona Cardinals and Cincinnati Bengals, and I say there will be none left after Sunday. Cincinnati has to go on the road Sunday night to play the New England Patriots, who, like the Saints, were embarrassed this past weekend. That's a very prideful organization. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady do not take losses like that lightly, and they'll get after Cincinnati, and they're 1-point underdogs at Gillette Stadium. It's amazing to me. Give me New England straight up as they get back on the right track. And then the other big game, of course, is going to be Denver Broncos playing host to the Arizona Cardinals. What a job Bruce Arians has done out in Arizona. They're 3-0 right now, doing it somewhat with mirrors and a very good defense. Drew Stanton is in at quarterback now for Carson Palmer, and the quarterback matchup in this one is going to be the difference. Peyton Manning and Drew Stanton really not in the same league. Give me the Broncos minus the 7, and I think they win this one going away, and we're left now with no unbeaten teams in the NFL. If either one of those teams, Cincinnati or Arizona, does win those games, they will immediately become front runners for the top team in the NFL. All right, that's it for this weekend's Daily Duncan. Everybody have a great weekend. Should be a lot of great football on TV, and hope you get out the Superdome to catch the Saints Bucks. All right, take care.